It's an awful thing to say, but let's just say if we go forward 200 years, I would see England as an Indian country, an Asian country, a Pakistani country.
You could be right. Hounslow definitely will turn into India. Definitely. And maybe parts of Wembley, Harrow, maybe Harrow on the Hill if you're lucky. Hold on, where else are we going? Hampton, now that's an interesting area. King Edward VIII, I believe, his territory, definitely that'll turn Indian, yeah, I can see that happening. Where else did the Indians hang out? Oh, Ealing, that's already like south, or Greenford, forget it, that's sunk, that was sunk ages ago. Glasgow, now I went to Glasgow like 2 weeks ago, oh my god, there was, man, I took a flight out of Terminal 1, they were all Indians, and I'm like, where are all these Indians going? And they're on a Glasgow flight. Can you believe that? I can believe it. It was so funny. But obviously I didn't say anything. I thought I'd be the only one flying to Glasgow from Terminal 1. Next time, I'm travelling business class. Forget economy. Too many Indians in economy. Oh my god. Anyway, where else? Yeah, Bobby, you're probably right, actually. He's probably right. Yeah. There is many, I could see many areas turning into India, yeah. Easily. Yeah, is that thing. So yeah, buy more incense. That's what I say. Loads of incense.
India, Pakistan have been such ancient and great cultures, also bad cultures as well. So ancient and great, it's about time we expanded, but not on that old idea of expansion. Yes, we walk into a country and we take it over. In the modern day of the internet and cyberspace, the West has been picked by the third world for colonization. It's quite obvious. It's not a colour thing anymore. It's not a colour thing. It's not about being white or black or Asian. It's just the natural balance, the yin and yang and the karma of the situation. The West is going to be repopulated along, now we call it third world lines. In the future it won't be anything, it'll be normal. It'll be normal. And those people will be I'll be their ancestor, but so will you. You know what I mean? So will you as well. But England itself is going to have more of an Asian influence, that's all. So I can just see the Asian kingdom, or the United States of Asian Britons, I don't know, you know, and I don't want to get into any racial bigotry, but believe me, in 200 years I think you'll see a very different Ireland.
Actually, somebody said in 10-20 years time England will become India.
It is. It will be like this. It will be like this.
Yeah. Cheers, Bobby.
Thanks.
Nice one, Bob.
Yeah.
You can't predict the future if you're not in control of it. And but it doesn't matter, because for me, the one good thing that I'm in control of is knowing where I live, and where I can live, and where I can go back to. But here's some love. The beautiful Nawaza Shali Khan. Give him a round of applause. He's going to give us some love. I will definitely go back to Pakistan, because I'm spending a lot of time going across there, you know, spending time with my family and looking around at the country and things like this. And I think that, you know, there'll always be people here who will always fight politically what's going on wrong. But sometimes, for me, I just think, what a waste of time fighting against all this injustice when there's more important issues in Pakistan. You know, where you don't have to really fight racism, you're fighting unreasonable kind of fascism. And I would rather there and help people and do things there. And also, you know, it's a beautiful country. And I think that we've been led to believe, as a lot of people have in Europe, that we have no future back in our own countries. And it's another myth. It's another kind of psychological burden which is implemented on you, and you think that, oh, if I go back I won't be able to do this and do that, but it's so untrue.
The opportunities that are there now for the third and fourth and upcoming Asian generations are so much more than the opportunities that were there for my generation or the generation that went before me. You know, it's no different. You know, whether you're talking about inequality with regard to women, or inequality with regard to disability, or inequality with regard to gay stuff, or whatever. You know, you have to just keep breaking down the barriers, and you have to just keep pushing down the walls. And ultimately, when we're talking about music, the most important thing is to make your music for yourself.
What I wish is that our music is kept alive in England. That's what I wish. And I wish that more people learn to play our instruments. You know, I mean, my main instrument is tabla. I'm not a great tabla virtuoso, but I like to groove. I can make a good sound, and I love it. The range of sounds you get from those instruments, acoustic instruments, are beautiful. And so my wish is that that's kept alive. And I think that some of that gets lost, you know, in the race to get to the West and to become successful. Some of those things get lost. So that's my main thing. And the good thing, which I do see, is that people, the Western world, so to speak, are becoming much more familiar with the foreign sounds. Whereas before, you know, if somebody, maybe 20, 30 years ago, if a white person heard a sitar, they would maybe think of some mystic, you know, or some erotic or exotic type thing, or maybe even a restaurant, you know, Indian restaurants. That's the first thing people thought, you know, they hear sitar and then they think of chicken biryani, I don't know. And nowadays, you know, maybe because of the internet, maybe because of people, you know, have direct access to so many different types of sounds that they are becoming more familiar with them, and it's not that foreign anymore. So that's a really, really good thing.
We started on a journey. I started, I loaded up a sample of a drone. I found a loop beat that I liked. I've tried to create a bass line, and I've got the basis of, the foundation of a possible composition. I just need to arrange it, but the next thing is really finding melodic ideas or vocal ideas or guitar ideas that fit over the top of the music. So I'm just experimenting to see what this sitar guitar would sound like over this. I don't know. Got no idea. I'm just going to improvise. Let's see if I can get it to play first.